Welcome to the Viking Mindset Podcast. We're thrilled to announce an exciting new series designed for anyone on the journey to healing from trauma, seeking powerful therapeutic tools, or simply wanting to understand more about the wide array of treatments available today. This is the Trauma Therapy Series, a deep dive into 10 effective evidence-based approaches that are transforming trauma recovery. Starting this Sunday, November 17th, each episode will uncover a unique therapeutic method that can make a difference in your life or in the life of someone you know. Every episode is set to launch Sunday mornings at precisely 12:05 a.m. Central Time, so you'll have it waiting for you to kick off each new week. You can find the Viking Mindset Podcast on all major podcast platforms: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Audible, Google Podcasts, and more. So let's take a look at what you can expect in each episode of our Trauma Therapy series. In our first episode, we're diving into trauma-focused cognitive behavioral therapy, or TFCBT. TFCBT combines elements of traditional CBT with a trauma-specific focus, designed to help individuals confront and reprocess traumatic memories safely. This episode will break down the method's core principles, including the therapeutic techniques that can help disrupt the negative thought cycles that trauma can leave behind. Whether you're new to therapy or familiar with CBT, this episode will shed light on how trauma-focused approaches offer a structured yet compassionate pathway to healing. In the second episode, we introduce eye movement desensitization and reprocessing, better known as EMDR. EMDR has been gaining a lot of attention, and with good reason. This therapy harnesses the brain's natural capacity for healing by engaging in guided eye movements. We'll explore how EMDR helps individuals process trauma without diving too deep into verbal recounting. If you're curious about how EMDR works, why it's effective, or why it's changing lives, this episode is not to be missed. Somatic experiencing is up next. In Episode 3, we'll explore how trauma can become stuck in the body and what somatic experiencing can do to help release that stored tension. With a focus on listening to and reconnecting with the body, this method enables survivors to safely revisit traumatic experiences without becoming overwhelmed. This episode will shed light on how our bodies remember and how we can use physical awareness to heal emotional wounds. Moving forward, Episode 4 will bring us to the cutting-edge field of neurofeedback therapy. Neurofeedback utilizes real-time monitoring of brainwave activity to retrain the brain's response to stress. We'll dive into the science behind neurofeedback and discuss how brain patterns associated with trauma can be altered through this innovative approach. You'll hear about the latest research and why neurofeedback may be a powerful tool for those recovering from complex trauma. Attachment theory has revolutionized our understanding of human relationships, and in Episode 5, we'll look at attachment-based therapy and its application in trauma recovery. This episode will focus on how early relationships shape our mental health and coping strategies, particularly after trauma. By understanding and reshaping our attachment patterns, this therapeutic method can help build healthier, more supportive connections moving forward. In Episode 6, we turn to psychodynamic therapy, a classic but profound approach that delves into the subconscious to unravel deeply ingrained patterns of thought and behavior. Psychodynamic therapy is rooted in understanding the root causes of trauma, making it ideal for those ready to look inward and examine how past experiences affect present realities. We'll walk through the ways psychodynamic techniques can provide insights that foster lasting change and deeper self-awareness. In Episode 7, we'll cover internal family systems therapy, also known as IFS. IFS is a unique model that sees the mind as a system of parts or subpersonalities that can hold conflicting feelings and memories. By addressing these parts, especially those burdened by trauma, IFS therapy seeks to create an internal environment of understanding and harmony. If you're interested in a method that emphasizes inner dialogue, self-compassion, and integration, you won't want to miss this episode. Accelerated resolution therapy, or ART, is the focus of Episode 8. ART is a relatively new but rapidly growing technique known for its quick and effective results in trauma treatment. ART combines elements of various therapies using visualization and memory reconsolidation techniques to help individuals reframe traumatic memories. We'll explore how this structured yet fast-paced therapy can help relieve the intensity of traumatic memories, sometimes within just a few sessions. In Episode 9, we'll examine the role of clinical hypnosis in trauma recovery. Clinical hypnosis isn't just about inducing relaxation. It's a powerful therapeutic tool that can help individuals access and reframe subconscious memories and emotions. We'll discuss how hypnosis works, the science behind its effects on the brain, and how it can be used to support other therapeutic practices in overcoming trauma. Finally, in Episode 10, we'll explore the neuroaffective relational model, or NARM. This advanced therapeutic approach specifically targets the impact of early relational trauma. By focusing on both connection and autonomy, NARM provides an integrative way to help individuals address the shame, guilt, and identity issues that often accompany complex trauma. This episode will round out our series with a discussion on how NARM offers tools for healing trauma's deepest wounds. Each episode in this trauma therapy series is crafted to provide a thorough understanding of these powerful methods and the science and philosophy behind them. Whether you're a mental health professional, a survivor of trauma, or simply someone curious about psychology, these episodes will offer valuable insights and practical takeaways that can support your own healing or deepen your understanding of trauma's profound effects. Remember, the first episode drops this Sunday, November 17th at 12:05 a.m. Central Time, and from then on, a new episode will be waiting for you every Sunday morning when you wake up. Be sure to subscribe to the Viking Mindset Podcast on your favorite preferred platform, Spotify, Apple Podcast, Audible, iHeartRadio, or wherever you listen, so you don't miss a single episode. We look forward to sharing this journey with you, exploring the path toward healing and resilience, one therapeutic method at a time. Join us for the trauma therapy series on the Viking Mindset Podcast, and let's uncover new ways to understand and overcome trauma together.